All right, everybody, settle down. Hello, viewers, and welcome to our D&D show, Constructive Crit. My name is Alice Rose. I will be your game master tonight. And we are back in the world of Deeplight with some old friends and some new friends, which is very exciting. We have, of course, Bard playing Mairead. We have Emilio playing Gibbons. We have the return of Aguilo, played by my fiance Zach. And we have a mystery new player, a character played by Frank. So we're gonna pop right in here. So, for those of you who have not seen Deeplight before, this takes place on the bottom of the ocean floor. They're in fact so deep under the ocean that they are not aware that there is an under the sea to be. They don't know that the surface exists. This town, in particular, is a village. Some of you are from the nearby metropolis of Shell City, but our story takes place in this same farming village that we have been to in past adventures, where you are now all very closely acquainted with Bovis, the new head of the Farmers Guild. It's been 3 months since our last adventure, and a lot has changed. A week ago, a very close found relative of Mairead's was murdered. There's been a murder most foul, and Mairead has reached out to the three of you to get your help. You all now congregate in front of this sprawling farmhouse of the Miller Farm to see Bovis, because he has the information that you need. Do you all want to do a quick description of characters? Because I know Frank is new here, and anyone who might be tuning in for the first time could use a little description of what you look like. And we're going to start with Gibbons.
Hey, I'm Gibbons, the light bearer. I am a pufferfish that thinks they are an anglerfish. I'm a paladin. I have a wonderful green glowing algae all across me that I communicate with that no one else can hear. As that's a lie. But yeah. Gibbons.
What's your like brain space like walking up to this farmhouse? What are you thinking?
I am thinking because I was given the lowdown that someone has died in the mail,
Yeah.
correct? I'm thinking of giving a sermon, praising the Holy Light Eska, and trying to bring some relief, you know.
Good. Next, I'm gonna go to Aguilo. Aguilo has a token.
He does have a token this time. He is this very large built being. He's very serpentine, but he's not a snake. He's eel-like. You see this long neck that he has, that's topped with this kind of moray eel-esque head with this long kind of tail behind him. And he has just like these large finned arms that he has crossed right now, as he's standing there waiting.
What's going through his head?
He's concerned. He has his own thoughts about what could be happening. He is worried for his own personal issues as well as what could be happening here. But he's trying to stay open-minded and trying not to jump to any conclusions before hearing any stories. But his worry definitely has this kind of like you see along his body some bioluminescence kind of flows down him, and kind of he does this kind of when he's nervous or trying to think. He's thinking too hard as he kind of subconsciously glows just a little.
Awesome, thank you. And then we'll go to the fish of the hour, Mairead. What you looking like?
Mairead is appearingly almost seal skin at the moment, is in this kind of work attire, this gray with the speckles skin that the returning members would recognize as kind of her out and about self, not necessarily her performance self, but looks distinctly and uncharacteristically frazzled and a little disheveled.
Anything specific going through your brain, or do you want to leave that as a fun nut to crack later?
I think we're gonna leave it.
Okay. Last but not least, our newest adventurer, Frank. Who are you? What do you look like?
Well, I'm a fairly shorter fish person. I have very long whiskers, both whatever fish can get to with, I guess, fibrous hairs as well as, typical barbells. I look more like a catfish than anything else. You would say that I would be stricken with a case of vitiligo, except it's orange instead of the traditional white that would affect real-life humans. Kind of scrawny looking, a little bit timid, but you can tell that my character has been on the road for quite some time.
All right. What's going through your head walking into this eclectic group and your old acquaintance, Mairead, looking so disheveled?
How not to get laughed out of town yet again.
Spicy. Thank you very much. So you all gather in front of this farmhouse and share kind of a moment of greeting, acknowledging the gravity of the situation, perhaps expressing condolence. And that's when Bovis Miller, your old friend, opens up the door to his house. It's not good to see you, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. Please come in. I have some information regarding what happened.
Completely wordlessly, Mairead leads. Mairead has not said a word this entire time.
All right. You all file into what you see is Bovis's study. As he has recently been elected as the person in charge here, it's kind of a makeshift office at the moment, but you can see it's already a lot more kept than his predecessor, who you all traumatized in the last session. He sits down and offers seats for all of you. So we found her on the trail. She was doing a favor to Julia and coming to check on her mama when well, she didn't come. She never arrived. And so we went looking for her, and we found her. She had a bag on her. I really don't like thinking about what she looked like, because I'm sure that wasn't herself. But she and her bag were in different places, and if you do want to examine the body, we have that for you too.
We'll need to.
And here's her purse. And he passes to Mairead. The purse that she would know very well is Mama's.
Flip through it quick. Does anything seem out of the ordinary? Anything obviously here or not here?
You see weapons, you see cosmetics, you see, emergency go bag stuff. You see, pajamas, because she was going to stay the night, but nothing really out of the ordinary. You do see that one of the knives that she keeps on herself is bent.
Did you touch this at all in between picking it up and giving it to me now?
No, we, I brought it here and I put it on this desk and it's been there since.
Good.
He looks like he thinks you're gonna kill him.
Good. What does she look like? I will need to know.
Oh, she looked, flaky. I don't know how to describe it, but there were like flakes coming. She looked thin, too thin. I didn't know her before, but I don't think people get that thin when they're healthy.
What do you mean by flaky?
She,
Like what we saw last time?
there were. Last time, no, not like the scales. He rummages around in his drawer and he pulls out a picture. It is not a full picture of her, but it is a little square that was perhaps her own. And on it you see, like, pieces of her skin flaking off. You also notice that her skin is darker than it was when she left.
Darker, like tanned, like she had been out more than she usually is, or like burned?
Somewhere in the middle.
Okay. Where was she found?
She was found about a mile outside of town on the same path y'all took to get. You had a question, Aguilo?
We're looking at the body now, right?
This is just a small picture
okay.
of the body.
Okay, yep.
And it's just like a picture of her arm. He has said that you can go look at the body.
Yeah.
But for now, you're just looking at a picture.
Okay. No, he just kind of stays quiet while he examines the photo.
Y'all can check out where she was found. They also have a flag in the sand where we found her bag. It wasn't with him.
I think we will be doing that. Were there any witnesses, anybody who said they knew or saw anything?
None that we found. I mean, when we sent the search party to go find her, there was, folks that found her, but they didn't see any fish. Just, her lying there.
And there was no, like...
When?
When?
About a week ago.
There was...
As soon as I got the report, I sent you that sentence bill, because I knew that you'd need to know.
You had a question?
There was no signs of a struggle or anything?
Not that we could find. She had it was kind of hard to tell if they were new wounds or older ones because of the condition of her skin, but she had a couple little scrapes and cuts here and there, but mostly it was just the flaking.
Then we get to work.
Is this the only case? Do you know?
I've never heard of anything like this, let alone seen it.
This is mildly concerning. Yes, let us get to work. To the site, then.
So y'all can visit her body, you can visit where the purse was found, and you can visit where the body was found. Any preference?
How far apart are those three places? Like, with what amount of time did we do?
Yes. Okay. It's about like 10 minutes to where the body's found. About 15 minutes to where the purse was found. And the makeshift morgue, because this is a small ass town, is just 2 doors down.
I say let's go to the body first, before anything.
Yeah.
To the body, then. Let's go.
All right. You go a couple doors down and knock on the door, explain who you are, and they let you in with no fucking questions because Bovis told them that you were coming. And they remove a white sheet over the body, and you see her lying there. Anyone want to roll investigation to check shit out?
Yeah. Can I roll a nature check to see if there's just something I've seen before? Like I can make any connections between something I've seen.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't have advantage. That's just a 15.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Anyone else want to roll?
You said nature, right?
I'm going to roll investigation just for myself.
Nature or investigation?
She did investigation. I just was like, this could be kind of nature with the skin. And I'm good at it.
Yeah, I only got a 9 investigation.
Okay. You're distracted, understandably. Okay. 15 nature. You have never met Mama. You never got the chance to meet the icon when you weren't here last session, when they went to the show. So you don't know what the before was like. You know it wasn't this. This is not any kind of scale condition you've ever seen any other fish have. The flaking is not just on that little corner of the arm, it's all over the body. There is a little bit of like the legs that seem to be preserved, but most of the body is this much darker shade that you've never seen before. And this disturbing flaking. Her face is frozen in this tired anguish, which is disturbing as hell. And that's about what you get with that. Investigation, you're examining the body as much as you can. You kind of take out like a little like a stick, for lack of a better word. What's like a instrument of science that's like a stick, like a prod, that's the word for it.
Apple.
And you poke at it, and it makes like a crunching noise. And that's awful.
It's pretty yucky.
So what you're telling me is that I find that this fish woman is dehydrated.
Except you wouldn't know that concept because you live in hydration.
That's what you think.
You don't know me.
All right. Yeah. Bitch seems dehydrated as hell.
Something I'm about to reveal to the party is that I know none of you may know me, and I am new to this town. However, in my process of proselytizing for Skiurus, it's a small creature that whenever I was growing up, I always heard legends of this plane of existence where it wasn't hard to move around. You couldn't fly around as as you wanted. You were relegated to just essentially the sea floor, but I heard tales of this creature that would go up and down, essentially kind of a sturdier stalk of kelp. They called it, I don't know, it was like a 3 or something. It was something like that. It started with a T. However, my patron, Skierus, is this image of this small creature that runs up and down just constantly every day, and he's not inhibited by, or rather he is inhibited and he's stuck to the seafloor. However, he imbues me with this ability to be able to, if I do it right, I'm new at this, keep in mind, but I may be able to, I guess, summon an after image of Mama. And she might be able to answer a couple of simpler questions.
Ooh.
I'm wondering, and hopefully, that you all won't hate me, would you be willing to let me try this?
I hate you anyway, you're going to do it immediately.
Fair enough. Okay, then. I will cast Whisper.
All right.
I will cast Whispers of the Grave. So speak with dead.
Ooh. Hell yes.
We have 10 minutes for 5 questions.
From the cold metal table, you see a translucent image of the mama that you knew sit up and gasp.
Ooh.
What are your questions?
No, I did it right this time. I'm not sure if it has to be me. So one of you all. I'm just amazed that it worked at this point.
I would like to, as he did that, I had my hammer ready to bonk him if anything went wrong, and just slowly lowering it down.
What attacked you?
It was sad. It was sad and helpless.
What?
Useful.
What did you see last?
Too bright. I can't see. Too bright.
What did you feel?
Like boiling. But I couldn't breathe. It's too thin. It's much too thin.
I understand none of this.
I have some
this thing-
personal questions, so if anybody has something important, ask that first.
What did it do? Be a good question.
I mean, we know that it was bright and boiling and suffocating. I think we know what it did.
Okay. I don't know what to ask.
Yeah, go.
Can I get perception checks?
Yes, you can. It's that thing I do. Perception?
It is the thing you do. Perception, please.
6.
Nature boy can roll nature if he wants to.
We'll do a perception, so 14.
Okay. 14.
I gotta read.
I got a 6.
Oh, it's just passive.
6. Okay.
26.
26. Holy fuck. Okay.
It's that thing I do.
It's the thing you do. Mairead, you say that like it was boiling and it was hot. Like, duh, we know what happened. When a creature gets boiled, generally, they would puff up a little, and there would be like a firmness that wasn't there before. When there was that crunch, it kind of sounded like hollow, and there wasn't that firmness that you would expect. And if anything, she wasn't bloated, she was thin and kind of emaciated. This has some of the effects of boiling, but it doesn't seem like other boilings that you've seen and committed.
Alice, how dare you vacuum seal my mom?
Damn it, the trailer's already put together.
We got 24 hours. If nobody else has any other
That's
questions...
what you noticed. You can continue on with the questions.
If nobody else has any other questions, I have 2 personal ones. Or maybe just 1, depending on how it goes.
Well, from what I've read, we only have 2 left. I've never tried for more than 5. It's always just dissipated.
Right, that's why I said if anybody had anything else to go before me.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, I think if anyone, you deserve to get a couple questions in.
Mama never travels alone. Why were you alone?
I can take care of myself, sweet girl.
Except now you're
Don't
dead,
you think
idiot.
so?
Who really asked you for help? Julia wouldn't have sent you after her mother. She would have sent me.
She didn't want to bother you. You know I've been training you to take over for years.
New guy.
Yes.
Your magic. Does it bring back the true version of a person?
I'm
As the
still
shadow
new at this.
lays back into the body.
I have tried. I have tried on fallen comrades from my cult, and I have never been able to get them to go for a second round of the spell. It's only been 1 before I had to move on, and they had to be interred.
Do you know if they have the capability to lie?
I don't know. I've never really
You
gotten
want to make
specific
an Arcana
answers.
check?
Me or new boy?
New guy.
Where do we go?
You want to make an Arcana check about that?
Not really. I'm not proficient at all.
Good.
I will, but
You're
17! That's
Yo!
awesome!
hell yeah.
Okay. So you know that these shadows that you summon, they're not compelled to speak the truth. They're not forced to. They would speak as they would in life. So if this was, the body of an enemy or someone that hated you, you'd probably have to be doing some sussing. But because this is Mama and was so close to Mairead, she really had no reason to lie.
well, Mairead. So I've done this, and on my fallen comrades, it's been cordial. They've always treated me as they had in life. A couple of them have revealed their true intentions about me and how they don't like me, but that's neither here nor there. But honestly, the conversations with them, the questions, they always felt a little bit empty. Not that it was terribly meaningful or detailed, but they never really seemed like they were any different than they were in life.
What are you trying to say? Speak plainly, I haven't time for you.
It might be that your mother spoke as best she can as an afterimage.
Mama is her title. Is her position, not relation.
My apologies.
What I know of her, that what she said was not truthful. She would have always had a guard with her. She did not travel alone. Even if she was capable of handling herself, she wouldn't have gambled it. I have little faith.
I am not worldly, but maybe we should find who would have been her guard.
You're talking to her.
Oh. I'm lost.
Me.
No. I don't know where to go from here.
Was you helpful? Should we look at where they were found? The bag and the body.
Yes, I believe so.
I think we've gotten the most we can out of here, which isn't a lot.
Alright. So do you guys want to go to the place where the bag was found or the place where the body was found?
Which one's closer to where we're at right now?
Bag.
Go there first?
Yeah.
Alright. Y'all make your way over. Bovis gave you some instructions on how to get there, and you see a little flag pitched in the sand where the bag was found.
Like halfway through the walk, like before we get there, I whip around and hold my sword at Frank. Like right under his chin.
Ooh.
Careful, please. My whiskers are sensitive.
Not a single fuck is given. Who are you and why are you here?
I'm Brutus. I'm a traveling worshiper of Skirus. I got laughed out of my previous town for suggesting that something that would be a plane where you are relegated to just the seafloor existed. And honestly, I was hoping to find someone here that would at least give me the time of day. I'm an acolyte. I spread the good word.
More like a Judas. I do not trust this heretic.
You talk to some shit stuck to your arm. I'm not listening to you. Why do you stumble into this little murder investigation like you know what's up?
The
You just know
farmhouse was the first building I found.
You just stuck by to see what was going on out of curiosity.
Well, yeah. I mean, if honestly, if I had been greeted with a sword as I am now, I probably would have just made for the hills to begin with.
Missed my chance, damn. Well, you're not going to find any follows here, so stick around and don't, but you're not spreading your word within this group.
Fair enough. I'll follow somewhat close behind.
You do notice a couple holy symbols hanging off of people in the party already.
Aguilo will, like, as they kind of continue walking, Aguilo will kind of just put a hand on Mairead's shoulder, not like a hey, watch it, more of like a hey, buddy. I'm sorry, it's Jesus, but doesn't say anything. Like, it's just like a supporting hand for her.
Without turning around, you can feel the tip of her sword under your armpit as you go to touch her.
He kind of just like holds it, kind of pats her shoulders. You don't scare me.
about scaring you. I'm worried about being advantageous. The last person that touched me didn't walk away from the altercation.
Brutus will notice this interaction, and I don't know if we're going to be moving around on a party map today, but I will default to being 10 feet away, no matter what.
I
Heard.
love that you think distance will stop me.
I would like to put one of my pamphlets on the ground, gestured it towards Brutus, and like do the "I'm watching you" eyes.
This is a Jehovah's Witness pamphlet, but it's about the Holy Light Eska.
How ironic. I'm a Jehovah's Witness for the surface.
Yeah, we got 2 of them now. Great, good, love that.
Dude, we're watching LDS and Jehovah's Witness fight right now.
Oh my god.
I just want to
Oh
help.
my god.
I just want to help.
As a recovered
do.
Catholic, I'm crying inside.
Same. I'm sitting here going, guys. This is
Okay,
so
so
Anyway,
you have
we
your
get to the
religion
bag.
stat, which is great,
good.
and you get to the place where the bag was left. Give me some investigation.
Just let me look. I don't need to think about what I'm looking at. Just let me notice it.
Alright, you know what? I'll give you the
No.
dead mom pass. You can roll perception, everyone else gets to roll
Don't pity
investigation.
me.
I already gave you a free feat.
And no shoes?
And no shoes.
How do I
18.
roll it without advantage?
Oh, click on the gear, and there is advantage toggle that you can click to like turn on the toggle, and then at the top of the screen you'll see a toggle for advantage, disadvantage, and standard.
Oh,
18.
no.
Alright.
I got
6 from
6.
Aguilo, 18 from Gibbons.
I got a 14
Getting there.
investigation because I'm playing this game right.
Okay.
It's a dark.
Okay. How much was that for Brutus? 11. Awesome. Okay. You look around and it's not super remarkable. You can see, I mean, I would talk more about like tracks or marks in the sand, but the sand kind of shifts constantly, so marks don't really stay there. The only really notable thing is that flag planted in the ground. Gibbons had the 18, right?
Mhm.
You will notice some of those flakes in the sand, but only because they're a little shimmery. You can pick them up and investigate them, but they're exactly the same as what you saw on Mom. This site doesn't really have much else that you notice. Mairead, you see one of Mama's lipsticks in the sand. You're like, oh shit, I missed that when I was going through her bag, but you can pick that up no problem. It doesn't look damaged or anything. It's just a lipstick that fell out of her purse.
I keep it.
All right. Fantastic. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do, look at, chat about?
I would specifically be looking for anything with writing.
Writing. Okay. You don't see any writing. You got an 11. Yeah, it's, from what you can tell, this just looks like a patch of sand that has a flag in it. It's not really remarkable. You wouldn't have even noticed the flakes if Gibbons hadn't pointed them out.
Works for me.
Anyone else?
I don't think so.
Okay. Alrighty. In that case, do you want to head on over to where the body was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys walk along and you find yourself, as Bovis said, on that same path that most of you took into this town. It's pretty much a straight shot from the city to this town. Couple little other towns on the way, you know, getting from larger to smaller as you get to this rural area, but you don't get to any towns. There is a rather large swath of nature and empty, undeveloped sand in between. You know, it's got the occasional kelp forest, it's got flora and fauna, you can see the mountains that you all have had fights near. But you don't really notice it's not like there's a town or a convenience store or anything. And you find another one of those little flags in the dirt. And you look around. Can I get some checks? Investigation checks
Would
to
love
investigate the
to.
crime scene?
Yo, I got a 7. Don't worry about me.
Awesome.
14.
14.
Yeah, there's nothing really super remarkable. You can see, because this was a much larger thing that dropped here, you can kind of see a vague outline. They have shells in a pattern around where her body was, which is helpful. But it's not like, you know, there's no smoking gun. There is this other odd substance there. It's, if you pick it up, it's a little kelp-like, but it's clear, and it's a little rubbery.
Rubber, you say?
Mhm.
I would like to approach the rubbery substance.
Go for it.
What can I do? Can I hold on to this rubbery substance?
It's a piece about like 6 inches long, kind of like a torn shred of fabric, but it is this like thicker kelpy substance that's almost a little slimy.
How peculiar.
Unrelated, can I get a wisdom save? Just from Gibbons.
For sure, unrelated.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Drop my die. Oh, 18.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. You hear what you've been hearing, but you also hear kind of like a very polite knock on the door of your brain. It's not aggressive. It's just a very polite knock. An unintimidating request.
I'm sure that's nothing. I don't know. Should I? I mean,
You all do
Yeah,
hear Gibbons mumbling to
Gibbons just
himself.
kind of like slowly looks at everyone else while Gibbons is having this moment.
hmm.
It's
What?
fine. He's probably just communing with the patron.
I was going to say, you're not used to him talking to his clothing.
No, but I'm used to it talking back.
He
Didn't
needs
have
us,
anything
you
important to
say.
say.
All right. I trust you. Let him in.
Are you going to willingly fail the save?
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, so it's not an aggressive presence. You hear that knock again, and you allow it to enter. And you hear a voice. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Your kind friend said that you could help. I need your help, and I think you have allies with you. Do I sense allies?
Yeah.
They're a little far for me.
Yes, so we're here to help. Yes, yes. How may we help you?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. All the others just wanted to kill me, but you are kind. You are very kind. I'm just a little farther this way. Come see me. I can explain better.
Perfect. Wonderful. May Eska's light guide us. Yes, let us go.
Yes, the light of Eska. Bring the light to me. None of the rest of you hear this part of the conversation. You all hear Gibbons saying this, and you don't hear anything back.
Oh.
We are needed this way.
Where you going?
I just want to keep going.
All right. Do you
I
guys follow him?
Grab him by the back of his breastplate. Like, as if to nape him. What are you doing?
Helping.
Helping what?
We are needed.
No shit,
Them.
Sherlock. Who's them?
They said that... What's their name again?
Dude, it's the Kissik, man.
The Kissik, yes, the Kissik, they
You
need
can now
us.
hear his algae speaking. Brutus, this man is talking to his armor.
That seems fine to me.
Good.
I'm okay with this.
The light on his armor glows kind of excitedly.
The Kissik said they needed help, so and we have to help them. They sounded sad and distraught and worried.
The hell's a
by
Kissik?
Eska's light, I don't know, but they need help.
Can I get history, nature, or arcana checks?
Who's the
You
Kissik?
said they sound sad. They maybe sound, I don't know, desperate? Hopeless? Any of those other things that Mama literally just said? And
things
with my
related?
sassy remark, I got a nat 20.
Fuck yes, 2 crits. Gibbons, do you want to roll, or do you want to vibe?
I'm vibing.
Hell yeah. Okay. Crits. Both of you, in very different ways, have a vested interest in studying the world around you and history. Specifically Aguilo with the natural history kind of angle. The term Kissik barely scrapes a memory of a legend that you heard about this creature that's not unlike a phoenix, but it is the only one of its kind. And it appears once every 1,000 years, and it gives a quest. And the legends are unclear about what that quest is. But They say all different kinds of things about what it could be. You really only have this one legend to go off of, but it gave adventurers a quest, and something happened. You can't really remember, even though you got a crit, and it's awesome that both of you got crits. You know that it's a creature that only appears once every 1,000 years. And can I get insight checks to see if you can suss out its nature, for lack of a better
Yes,
word?
please. There's no way to tell if like these legends are spoken in like Eastern dragons are they're cool and they're wise, or Western dragons are like this thing's evil and will kill everything.
That's the insight check.
Okay. Oh, it was a 10.
10. Alright, Mairead.
Did you want an insight check from me too?
Yes, please.
My bad.
You're good.
So that's another nat 20.
Oh my fuck.
Oh,
And insight makes that a 27.
Oh my god.
massive.
Though the legend is sparse and there are very, very few records of what this creature is, none of them describe it as malicious. They describe it as it will defend itself, but none of them describe it as malicious. Any questions about that so I can be more specific and helpful?
No.
To the extent that I can be.
I think
While they're thinking,
Rod's kind of drawing her own conclusions at this point.
while they're thinking, I would like to hold up the rubbery thing and just say, they made this.
They made that like a part of them, or like they like made it like at a table.
Good question.
That's both Zach and Aguilo trying to think of how to describe creating something.
Gibbons, there is a voice in your brain. You can tell that the presence is still there.
It's still there. Okay.
Like a very polite house guest. It's not poking around. It's just it's chilling there. If you wanted to communicate or ask questions, you can.
So how did you make this?
Oh, it's a natural process. It's one of my defense mechanisms, but also very helpful for what I need help with. I can be so much more helpful when I see you in person. It will make more sense.
Okay.
You do not have a visual in your mind for what this presence is. It's just kind of there.
Interesting. They said it's a defense mechanism type thing, but
What
they'll
were they
explain everything when
defending
we get
from?
there, apparently.
Yeah, that's my concern.
Oh, that's a good question. What were you defending from?
Oh, there was a person with pointies, and they were trying to kill me. I tried to tell them how I just needed help, and they did not want to talk with me. They refused to let me in, and they just stabbed, and I was hurt, and I defended myself.
Oh, well, that's so sad.
What's
Someone
so
was
sad?
trying to kill them. Someone stabbed them, and they were looking for help, and they had to defend themselves. Well, that's tragic. I'm truly sorry.
Oh yeah, terrible. Say, this new voice in your head, can they see around you? Or is it just an awareness?
They just kind of have a connection. Can you see? Can you see? How many fingers am I holding up?
Oh, I don't see. I can sense that you are near my home, but I do not see. If your friends just take a couple steps forward, I can ask for permission to speak with them as well.
Oh, okay. So, Kissik, do you have a formal name?
I am the Kissik.
The Kissik. Okay. Can I call you the?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
So the says that they can talk with you as well if you walk a couple steps forward. But as far as they just sense that I'm around. They don't really see that I held up 4 fingers, by the way, 4 of them.
Oh, okay.
They like the number 4.
I'm gonna pull out the bent dagger from Mama's purse. And kind of point it at Gibbons. Does the voice in your head have any feelings about this?
Do you have any
Yes.
feelings about a bent dagger?
Oh, that is what she was trying to kill me with. Yes.
That is what they were trying. Oh.
You
Oh.
really are full
He
fucking
just put it
steps behind,
together.
aren't you? You know what? I'm gonna decide to like you today. Why don't you lead us to this Kissik? I'm curious.
Should we tell them or? Okay, we'll just go. No, we're coming.
Oh, joy.
This
As
way.
you take those couple steps forward, everyone make wisdom saves or willingly fail.
No, I'm making a wisdom save.
Oh. 16 passes, 8 fails.
It's a 22 for me, dog.
Passes. Okay. Aguilo, there is that polite knock, and then the door opens as they're politely knocking. Oh, hello. I apologize. I don't mean to intrude. I am the Kissik. Please come this way.
All right.
Brutus and Mairead, you feel that polite knock, but you hold the door closed and you do not hear anything. Though, should you wish to, the presence does occasionally knock. Alright. Gibbons leads you all, and Aguilo, you are also shown the way, though I gather you are not as
Mean.
willing.
Mm-hmm.
And you all find... Whee! Guys, you're here.
Is it battle map time?
I hope you're here. It's map time.
Oh my god, hang on, it's map time.
Nap time.
Beep.
It's
Map time.
map
Uh,
time.
I'm gonna need one of y'all's to get art because both of you are the mysterious Shadow Man.
While we're walking, Aguilo will ask Mairead, "Has this mama person that you guarded, has she ever been a bit of a wild card? Ever gone out of her way to hurt someone just cause, or does she usually have a good reason?"
You'd have to have a good reason. I was the wild card. I killed for fun.
Got it. I'm not too sure about this Kissik guy.
No shit.
As you approach, let me explain what's happening here. So the gray on your left, that is mountains.
Okay.
The yellow on your right, that is the edge of a cliff. There is a sheer drop there for miles, as far as you can tell, into an absolute chasm. There is a large structure before you made out of a substance you don't recognize, in this large half-moon shape with a canvas square tattered at the top. This yellow at the top is a kind of shelf. What's it called? It's not a tableau, that's the wrong word for it. it's a table of earth that there's kind of a gradual scoop up to. And the little green guy up there is this kind of worm-like creature that sits there, and the personality kind of matches the voice that the two of you were hearing, like the vibe. And it sees you, and it extends its arms and starts speaking in minds, but not out loud, because this creature does not have spoken language. Dink. Allies, it is good to see you. Welcome. This is my home.
Those of us
Thanks.
that passed the wisdom save, are we still refusing to hear it?
I am.
Yes, the wisdom save is for the psychic communication.
Okay.
So you do not hear this very sweet welcome this mysterious slug man is giving you.
Gibbons,
Yes.
that blob up on the cliff, is that what's talking to you in your head?
Yes.
Well, then we ought to get going, shouldn't we? And I immediately start off towards it.
All right, can I get initiative from my team? Reminder to add initiative, click your token, and then click initiative on your character sheet.
14.
Fun. I'll have to add some of y'all. Add one for you. Add one for you.
Do you have to put in?
One for you. No, you guys can click on your number and change it.
Okay.
Click, type, enter.
Nice.
Oh, it's not letting me.
It doesn't let you if somebody else is changing it at the same time.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's still not letting me.
No? Okay, I'll do it for you. Okay.
7.
Mairead, fittingly, you are at the top of the turn order. Let's see if you can move your token this time.
If I had it on the right tool, I could.
Haha.
I am going to. I think I'm just moving. I am just going. So I'm gonna action, bonus action. So maybe like 60 feet, I think.
Oh, I should add an initiative for the fucking Kissik. If I was smart. Okay.
Going right there. Sorry.
You're good.
What about? I'm
I
just.
was looking over his character sheet. I was like, tee-hee, he has an initiative space. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I'm just moving for the creature.
Okay. That is your turn. Aguilo,
He'll kind of
what do you
keep
do?
up.
Do you do?
He sees the movement and he will follow along. Yeah? I am fast as fuck.
Oh, I'm also
So you'll
sorry.
get-
Never mind.
There. With a dash.
Okay.
I'm gonna bonus action
We'll
hunter.
just kinda-
Gibbons.
Go ahead.
I was just saying I was going to bonus action hunter's mark because I forgot.
Sure thing.
I think he's in range.
Okay. For my turn, I'm going to let's see how far is this 30 feet. So right there. I'm going to move. This was 30 feet, correct? Yeah. And I'm going to try and reason with everyone because I am still confused and under
Say your piece.
Oh, I'm not used to this type of thing.
You got this, bro. I believe in you.
Usually you screen these people. What happened here?
What did you say?
I said, usually you screen these people. What happened here? To my algae.
Are you talking to the algae?
Yeah, talk to my algae. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening, dude. He's been very nice to me. I don't know. Is this what killed Mama?
That's what it sounds like. I mean,
It sounds like she was trying to kill it.
it's confusing. Okay. Wait. Can we talk with her at the same time? Like, can you like come into my brain space so like we can like hash this out a little?
Me?
Yes, you.
I mean, like we can both talk to him at the same time.
Okay. All right. So, what exactly?
Are your friends trying to kill me?
They're a little. Is jostle the word? Jostled?
Oh,
Jostled?
did they know Did they know the pointy lady?
They knew the pointy lady, yes.
Oh. Oh no.
But okay, so why did pointy lady try to point you?
I was trying to ask for her help, but she thought that because I was knocking, you know I knock. She thought because I was knocking, I was trying to hurt, and she said something about protecting people, and I just need help trying to find my love, and she just ran at me. She didn't want to talk, and I had to defend myself.
What? Love?
Oh,
Love
yes.
to who?
And that's probably where your turn runs out.
Yep.
It is now the Kissik's turn. Let's see. You notice kind of a cloudy aura around this big ass wiggle worm. And the knocking in Brutus and Mairead's brains gets a little more frantic. But like scared. Aguilo, in your mind, you hear, please, I don't want to have to do this. I will if I must, but I don't want to have to. Please. And that's all that happens on this turn. Brutus. Sup?
I was hoping something else would have happened during the combat.
Yeah.
Let me get a measurement.
And keep in mind, this edge here does block vision.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're planning. FYI.
I don't think I'll be able to do what I wanted to do.
Okay.
Why can I not? I'm not having issues moving myself.
Oh no, not this. Okay. Do a click and hold for a little ping wherever you want to move, and I'll move you. Alright, 30 feet up.
So considering that blocks line of sight, I don't even see that thing right now.
I would say, well, let me see with a straight line here. Yeah. The canvas square, the tattered canvas, is not blocking your line of sight, so I'd say you can just see this half of him.
I'm gonna hold my action and ready an Eldritch Blast in case Mairead goes and does something hostile towards it. I'm gonna take initiative from him.
So are you aiming at Mairead or are you aiming at the Kissik?
No, at the slug.
Okay.
Okay.
So you just don't want to throw the first punch. Got it.
Yeah.
Mairead, do what you were gonna.
I continue moving. Is that like the top part of it, the square?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like sticking up or is it flat on the ground?
It's pretty limp. You can stand on it.
Okay, I can stand on it.
Yeah, it's not like elevated or anything.
And then what's the elevation between how far up is the Kissik?
The Kissik is about 20 feet up. I'm not doing Pythagorean theorem. We can just deal with the long ways.
Okay.
If you're talking about like spell range or something.
I'm thinking about it.
As far as actually getting there, yes, you will have to get up that cliff, but I'm not Pythagoras. I ain't that bitch.
Yeah, and then I am going to... I feel like it's gonna be immune to psychic, which is really bad for me.
You don't know.
I'm making assumptions. It's fine. You don't have to confirm or deny, but it is what I think. That's touch. Jesus. All of them. Just every spell I have. Every single one. Fuck it. Shatter.
Okay.
Ooh.
I need to make a save. Con save. All right. That's a 22.
Well, it's halved. It's halved damage.
Okay.
So that is 15 half. Do you round up or down?
Let's round up. So that's 8. All right.
And that is thunder damage.
Alrighty.
If it matters, creatures with made of inorganic materials, stone, crystal, or metal, have disadvantage. I'm assuming that's not this thing, but...
Not the case here, but still good to know. Just in casesies.
And then... all of my bonus actions are up. Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay. Aguilo.
Like he can make it up to him without even dashing.
Oh wait, sorry. Brutus, your held action for was for if Mairead does something violent. Do you want to cast that now?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow up.
Okay. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
14. 14 does not hit.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Pretty meaty. Alright, now, Aguilo, your turn, please.
So he makes it 2, 10, 15. It's 20 feet in the air?
Yes.
Perfect. So he can make it literally right here. As he kind of like climbs, swims up this wall, and then kind of like readies his axe and just kind of looks this thing in one of its eye. Does it have eyes?
It does have eyes.
Like kind of like with like the axe kind of like wielded, not even in a rage yet. Just kind of looks in the eye and hears this desperate voice and says, "What are you?"
Can you make a con save?
Yes. That's a 9. Oh wait, that's a con check. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
14.
14.
Not much better.
You just made it. All right. You do kind of inhale some of this cloud that's around the creature, but you kind of and you manage to resist whatever it was going to do to you. And then you asked it an intimidating question. It is oh right, it can actually speak with you. I am simply a sad sea creature who just wants to find its love. I do not want to hurt you.
Trying to insight that.
Go for it.
Ooh, it's a 13.
I will roll a d20 and then add a modifier. That's an 8. You see through this creature. It doesn't want to hurt you, but it can.
But it is genuinely like afraid. Like it's not putting up a ploy.
Yeah, this is the squishiest shit that you've ever seen. Like, if you did touch this, you think you could squish all the way through. You know, this is Jello that's talking to you. You could probably wreck its shit. It might take a minute, but you could wreck its shit.
He kind of like grits his teeth as he's holding his axe above his head. Kind of lowers. It doesn't want to fight. It's just afraid. He's going to turn to the others, and he will not attack.
Okay. And that's your turn?
Yep.
Gibbons.
Forward again and try and make some sense for this. So, what? Okay. Your love? Who is? Where? Why is? What is?
You must not know of my kind. There is one Kissik in every generation, but made with a perfect match. I cannot. She is up, and you see the Jello blob point up, and you look up, and you don't see anything. It's just water as far as the eye can see, because that's all there is up there. She is up, and I am down, and we cannot meet unless we get help. Please, that's all I wanted to ask, is for help, because I am much too large to go up, and I cannot make a vessel for myself, and I just need some kind strangers to help to go up and bring her down to me.
Okay.
What do you mean up?
There is a space with no water, and it is up. There is a top, and you can go through the top, and I can make sure that you're safe there. When people try to kill me, I can make them not safe and put them up. That is... Looks very ashamed. That is what I did to the stabby lady. I put her up, but I did not protect her. But I can protect you if you help me, and you can bring her down to me. I love.
Okay. Well. Maeska, guide me. All right. I will willingly go up.
Blessed be Eska.
Do I need to go closer? Like, cause I'm very far away.
Oh yeah.
Can I dash? Right? That's it?
Yeah, you can use your action to move another 30 feet.
Okay, so I'm right there.
Right. And that's your turn. It is now the Kissik's turn. He explains, I would not like to send you up alone if any of your friends want to go with you. I understand it can be sudden for people who do not know. I wish for you to have your comrades who will hopefully not obliterate me. Like, looking at Mairead. And you do notice, Aguilo, that cloudy stuff is kind of receding back into it. Brutus, what's up, dude?
So, you know what?
You have not heard any of this.
I know, I love it.
There is still that polite knock that's getting a little more scared, but...
The only knock I care to enter my mind is Skirus.
Awesome.
And I don't believe that is that.
No. This is not Skirus, decidedly.
You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast again.
Okay.
I have no reason not to.
Oh, that hits!
Ooh, big.
That hits just a little! 12, you do 12 damage to my poor Kissik. A hunk of jello flies off. As this, like, searing bubbling hits its flesh. And falls to the ground. It's a small hunk, but it's a hunk. Like I said, you could tear through this guy like tissue paper. There's a lot of tissue paper there, but it's tissue paper. Alright. Anything else with your turn?
No, that'll be all.
Alright. Mairead.
Let's go.
To the
Punch
mall.
this thing. Scale the wall and punch this thing. Alright. You said the wall was how high?
20 feet. If you make an acrobatics check, I'll let you get there.
Okay, even though I don't have 20 feet of movement left?
I'm aware. That's what the acrobatics check is for.
Word. See, I'm pretty good at acrobatics. I am pretty flexible. 24.
24. Yeah. You grab onto a little rock that's sticking out, and you launch yourself up, superhero landing, right here. And when you do get there, you know, the cloud is receding, but it has not receded. I'm gonna need a con save.
is a 15.
15 makes it.
Oh,
Nothing happens.
rolled bad.
Hey, you made it.
Then I am going to... I mean, I really want to just... I think I'm probably unintentionally casting Dissonant Whispers
Ooh.
by way of failing the wisdom check.
Ooh,
Excited.
that's metal.
Like, I just...
Oh,
opened
so
the
you
door.
let him in so that you can garble
I'm like-
at him?
You want to be in here so fucking bad? Come on in, boy.
Okay.
That is a wisdom save.
Wisdom save from him. That's a 20.
God, stop it. Oh,
You hear him
I'm so
in your
stupid.
mind.
Hang on.
Oh,
No, that's BM. Never mind. Go ahead.
oh. Okay.
I'm just gonna.
you
I have a
hear
thing that
him-
could have given him disadvantage, and I should have done that first. Whoops.
Got you. You hear him going, I'm sorry that I killed your friend. She was trying to kill me, and I was just trying to defend myself. And I, Alice, know this does not move Mairead, but he is desperately trying to get you to understand his perspective.
Yeah. It
yeah.
does take half damage.
Okay.
Do you get your hunter's mark on that, or is it only normal attacks?
That's a good question.
Great question.
Let me consult the scrolls.
I'm looking it up too.
Whenever I hit it with a weapon attack.
Okay.
So that's 9 damage, halved to 5. And since it saved, that's all it does. I am not talking. This is just, I'm looking at it and moving.
Oh yeah, you've got a mission in mind.
Yep. Then I'm going to use Mantle of Majesty, which lets me cast command without expending a spell slot.
Okay. What is your command?
I'm just gonna look at it and, in my mind, say surrender.
And what's the save for that?
Charisma.
Okay.
Let me confirm.
Confirming
Sorry,
spells.
the effect works slightly differently than the spell, so I have to go find it. Wisdom save.
Wisdom. Okay. Oh, it's the same modifier. So 15.
God.
I saved.
Yeah, meets beats.
Whoops. Anything else with your turn?
I mean, that's action, bonus action, and my move, so, you know.
Okay.
I'd love to do
Aguilo.
more, but...
Mairead's not backing down. Looks like Brutus is still fighting. Gibbons is willing to go up. Whatever the fuck that means.
And I did just see Mairead strike it, right?
Yes.
With magical means.
You saw that, and you saw the Eldritch Blast.
I'm gonna do a little wisdom save for himself as he kind of raises the axe again. Ooh. He raises the axe again, and then he kind of just like grits his teeth again. He just can't hit this thing, knowing it's just trying to stop. But in this moment, he kind of goes into his rage. As you see, like from his back, multiple different heads of eels, kind of almost like spiritual ones, kind of like appear over his shoulder, like about like 4 or 5 of them, almost like Hydra-esque. But he does not attack it. He will hold his action for it to attack him in case shit goes bad.
Okay, so if the Kissik attacks you, you
Yep.
will use your action. Okay.
I will make it that if it outwardly attacks someone else, then he will use his action to fight
Okay.
me or an ally.
All right. Gibbons.
And can I dash up this mountain?
Give me an acrobatics check.
$14.
14. I'll say that makes it. It's a little clunkier than Mairead's superhero landing, but you get up there and only expend 5 feet of movement. So that's the end of your 30 to get you there. So now you still have your action and bonus action.
So, I will probably need to dash a little closer to initiate the ascent. I presume.
You are within range of the orb now. You want to go now?
Before I do, because how do I put this? My friend looks like they're going to kill you.
They do, yes.
Is there a way, like, did you have like a shell or like armor like I'm wearing? Anything?
No, nothing like that.
Are you built? Are you built shark tough? Like can you take a couple hits?
There is a lot of me, but it is easy to hit me. I can defend myself, but you've been so kind. I don't want to kill your friends.
Do not kill my friends, please.
I don't want to, but if they continue trying to kill me, I have to defend myself.
Oh, this is a catch tuna too.
I'm sorry, that got me.
Friends, I'm going to ascend. Can we hold off on the murdering of the till I come back to prove that what they're saying is true or not? Yes.
I'm so sorry. A fireworks show just started outside my apartment.
This action almost peed my pants. That was crazy.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
I was so scared.
Yeah, that actually like made me jump a mile. That freaked me out.
Oh
anyway,
my god,
sorry.
I hate fireworks so bad. I'm so sorry. You just made an impassioned plea to your party, Gibbons. I will give you guys a moment to respond in this moment, if you respond.
Mairead doesn't. The inside of her brain sounds like those fireworks.
Good. The
Nice.
high-pitched
Girl,
screaming.
same.
Good. Anyone else respond? No. Good. Good. You make this beautiful, impassioned plea. Aguilo looks so conflicted. Mairead is just so in this one track, so incredibly dedicated and stuck. And Brutus, I haven't figured out Brutus yet. Brutus has continued to attack.
Brutus
and that's
hasn't figured out Brutus.
The vibe. So for right now, you have half an ally. I'm counting half of Aguilo because of how conflicted he is.
Appreciated.
Aguilo, I understand her frustration and anger and rage. Can you do me one favor? Don't let her do the finishing blow. No finishing blow. There's, as long as there's no finishing blow, no blood truly needs to be spilt. I will return. By Eska's light, I will return. Please. My friend. Please. This one.
What are you going to try and do?
I'm going up. Yeah. Get the Thuz love. I'm bringing Thuz love back, and everything will be happy. Hopefully.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you. All right, send me up.
It is now the Kissik's turn, and seeing that you are the only one who is going to help him, he says, "Thank you. Bring her to me safely, please." And you see this wad of a material spit out at you. And about 2 feet in front of you, it kind of hits an invisible wall and becomes this bubble around you. And you notice that mucus, it is that algae texture. It's the algae substance that you had in your hand before. And the mucus that he had been exuding kind of wafts into the ball. And because you trust him, I'm assuming you let it do its thing.
Yep.
Suddenly the water is gone around you. And for a moment, it's so thin, it's so disconcerting. But then you're breathing, but it's not water. And that's weird. But now you have this gel, this rubbery algae substance around you, and you start to rise. And as you rise, you see your allies getting smaller and smaller. Your algae, you notice, is also okay. The Kissik also protected the algae. And you start to float up. And the Kissik, meanwhile, looks at Aguilo and says, I do not want to hurt any of your allies, especially considering how kind you and he have been, but I cannot just sit here and be killed. If this continues much longer, I may have to fight back. And then it will be Brutus's turn.
I'm very confused.
Yeah.
I don't know what that thing is.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
How far am I?
Pretty heckin' far.
Yeah, a little bit. Can I get up to here, please?
Kyon?
Yeah,
Yes, you can.
I keep my...
That's only 25 feet, I think. If you want to get 5 feet closer, you can.
Nah, it's fine. I just need 60 feet.
Okay. You now have perfectly clear sight.
And, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna try that. Oh, it's not letting me just. Okay.
I'm so curious.
Yeah, you get to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. 8.
You have failed a banishment.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And so the blob has blipped to another plane for a minute.
All right. I'm gonna move you here then. Okay.
An eye for an eye.
Blob has disappeared. There is no blob now. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Mairead, the thing you were stabbing is gone.
Bitch. I think that's pretty much her response. She like whips around, like extremely frenzied, and kind of wordlessly, you guys can all hear like a little bit of these like kind of haunted sounding whispers, all saying, "Where did it go?"
That's disturbing. Do you want to do anything with your turn? Or are you just confused and disoriented?
I would move. I'm operating out of the assumption that it's probably going to return in the same space. So I'm going to move around to the here.
Okay.
Within melee of it, but hopefully 15 feet away from the next nearest person.
The next nearest what?
Person.
Yeah, I think you're 15 feet away from Aguilo.
So
all right.
Then I would be holding Thunderwave for when it reappears.
Okay.
Ooh.
Aguilo.
The heads all kind of like search. He's also this kind of confused look as he kind of like looks around and like not in the same way, but almost kind of adjacent to Mairead's. You hear all the heads kind of cacophony of, "What did you do?"
An eye for an eye.
Is it dead?
It might be. I don't know. I got rid of it. It moved away, Algae Man. I moved it away. It'll be back eventually.
Oh.
For now, it's gone.
Now here's the thing. That blob thing was the thing that sent Gibbons up by his own choice, and was the reason that he's going to be safe up there. I don't know what's going to happen now.
Oh, then this should be interesting. Wonder if its magic still works.
Yeah, me too. He will stay there in his spot. On the heads, like a couple of the heads kind of keep an eye on Mairead.
Wise. That's fucked up, chat. Gibbons. You're rising. You're rising very quickly. Not enough to be uncomfortable. We're not worrying about compression or anything. Pressure. I'm not smart enough for that. But enough that your friends are very tiny when you see your newest friend pop out of existence. You don't know what spell was cast, you just know suddenly your guy is gone. But you're rising, and you're rising, and you're rising. you notice that as you look up, you do kind of see something a little odd about the water above you. A little different from what you're used to, but nothing conclusive yet. You're kind of wondering what this top will be. Anything you'd like to do, sitting there with your algae?
God! Oh, Bean. What do I tell her?
I don't know, man. This is fucked up. We should probably still, like, at least talk to her, you know? Maybe she'll still want to come down?
Yeah,
I
that's...
I don't know. We gotta tell her, right?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like, we can't just say nothing happened.
So, something did happen.
Your algae tries shouting to the people below. Guys, help! Bring him back! He's a good guy! It ends up being at about, like, normal speaking volume because your algae tiny. But even still, the thickness of the orb keeps anyone from hearing. None of you hear the algae's pleas for leniency. And that's your turn. We'll get back to you in the bubble in a minute. Then it's the Kissik's turn. Stuff and things happen. He's banished. Brutus.
Just gonna sit here, just twiddle my thumbs and wait. I want to see how long this lasts.
All right. Mairead?
I mean, unless it'll let me keep holding a spell without using the spell slot for it.
Rule of cool, I'll do it.
Yeah, all she's doing is waiting for this thing to show up.
Alright. Aguilo?
Is there a... Aguilo wants to kind of, like, insight Mairead and see if there's, like, just, like, is it them that's, like, mad? Are they, like, possessed by some kind of, like, angry spirit within them? Like, he wants to get an idea of what's going on behind those.
Is this organic trauma, or is there interference?
Yeah.
Understood. Insight check, please.
Ooh, that's only 11.
11. Mairead, whatever check you feel is appropriate.
It's real low. I'll tell you that much.
14, okay.
Yeah.
What do you think that he gets from a 14?
Realistically, there isn't that much of a change in her demeanor between when you guys met up in the city earlier today and right now. It's heightened. It has not changed.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah. No, that does. I'm not trying to change your mind. I don't think I'm going to, but at least try to hear this thing out for a second. It's trying to at least tell us something. Even if it's lying, we gotta at least hear it out.
I think she likely doesn't acknowledge. In the way that you can tell that she can hear you, she's just not saying anything back.
And that'll be his turn.
Alright. Gibbons. Your friends grow smaller and smaller as you get higher and higher. And now you look up and you can kind of see your reflection. And as you get closer and closer to this mirror, the top of your orb pierces the mirror. And suddenly it's very bright. But after a moment, your eyes adjust. As the whole top half of your bubble is now through this mirror. And it cracks like an egg and opens. So now you have these two half spheres. You're expecting for it to open and for water to come rushing in, but there is no water. And you look up and there is a bright, bright orb above you. You look around and in the far distance, you can see something. Some mass, a tan mass with large kelp stalks like you've never seen before. You look around you and you see peaks and valleys of this blue all around that you gather is what you live in, instead of being, it is the thick that you are normally breathing, but this is thin all around you, and it's, while it's uncomfortable, it is not harmful, and it's only uncomfortable because it's a new sensation. Make me an investigation check as you look around trying to find this gal pal, the
16.
girlfriend. 16? You look around and what's that in the distance? It's brown. It kind of looks like that thing that was in the Kissik's home, but a lot smaller. This big brown shape that's kind of a crescent, but it's not sitting the way it was in the Kissik's lair. It's sideways from what it was in the lair, but this could be the right way up. It looks like a bowl, and it's got beings in it. And they're using sticks to move it towards you. And that's your turn. Unless you want to do anything while you're looking around.
I would like to weep for a moment, as I knew Eska was real.
You totally have just met your god.
Watching over us, all of us.
That's amazing. I love this. Canon. Alright, you have your moment as you bask in the holy light of Eska. And we're gonna go on to the Kissik's turn. The Kissik is somewhere else at the moment. Brutus. What's up?
So, Aguilo, you said it was trying to help?
It's pleading. It's trying to go somewhere in the up. It needs to go up to find someone. It's just trying to get up there to find someone or something.
Wait, but how's
Gibbons
it
wants to
saying all
bring it
this?
up there. He kind of like taps his head. It can only speak in here. I don't think it has a mouth. It needs to speak into your mind.
Oh. I haven't heard it. Oh. I don't know, I'm very torn. So it sent him up.
I don't know where. Yes. To somehow help it go up as well. Did I hear it talking about how it's too heavy?
Yes. Yeah.
It said
it was
it's
looking for a kind stranger to help because it's too heavy and it can't make itself a container.
that bubble thing it put around Gibbons. It can't make one for itself. It needs someone to help bring it up. That's why it's asking us. and that's why it's defending itself and just trying to stay alive. It could be lying. I don't even know where Gibbons went, but I can't rightfully just kill something without knowing, especially something this afraid. That's murder.
Well, I'm not concerned about the murder part. Afraid, though. What's it afraid of, did it say?
Us.
Oh. I mean, I'm not that terrifying. Mairead over there. Whew.
One of the heads kind of like glares at you. You have shot it with magic.
I don't know if that's an accurate statement. It kind of... All of this conversation has broken my concentration, and I have completely forgot what I was doing.
Ooh! So is my boy back?
So
And
fucking funny.
just suddenly blips back into existence.
That's amazing.
That is such a great use of concentration. I gotta give you huge props. That's so funny.
That's fantastic.
I'm busy trying to figure out what's going on with
Yeah,
this thing.
no, that adds up
Yeah.
so much.
Completely. All right. He
Oh
is
man,
back.
that's crazy. Thunderwave.
Do I need to make a save?
Yes. Anything
What
within
kind?
15 feet of me makes a con save.
Con. Okay. 19. I'm sorry, I'm
9,
rolling
15?
well.
I think did you move 15 away from me?
Yes.
Okay.
Alice,
purpose.
I'm gonna drive to your house.
Please do.
God, and I could have fucking imposed disadvantage! I'm so angry.
You didn't.
Shut up, this is a new character. They made me play level
I'm
10.
sorry.
It's a goddamn reason
They
I
are
don't play
trying their
bards.
best.
Fuck.
Neither do I. Alright, speaking of bards, it's Bard's turn.
Well, don't they still take the damage from it, don't they?
Yeah, they take
Oh, do they
half
take
damage.
half? Oh, good. Okay.
Yep,
Yeah,
they still take half damage from the
Take
Thunderwave.
4
Give me-
damage.
4.
Go
Devastating. I took it. What's your turn? It's your turn now.
Does that happen before my turn?
It does happen before your turn.
Awesome. Thunderwave.
Run it back. Fucking run it back.
Alright, let's try a con save
I'm
again.
petty enough. Except wait. Hold
I'm
on.
about to make my save.
Don't.
Wait.
Is there anything you want to do before I make my save?
I'm trying to scroll. Shut up.
Impose disadvantage.
I'm trying.
It's like there's some task that needs to be done.
Ooh.
It's another leveled spell. I can't oppose disadvantage. Because it's bestow
Okay.
curse. And I don't have a turn to do it. Fucking roll.
8.
Ah!
8.
Let's go. Huge win.
Get pushed off the cliff, asshat.
Oh my god. Wait, first.
Max
still take the
damage!
How much do I take?
22.
Holy shit! Nice! Its health now has the funny number in it. So how far back do I get pushed?
God, the funny number better be 2. 10 feet.
And I will say it doesn't have very good balance. You know what? I'm gonna make it do a dex save to see if it stays up or goes down. It stays up.
I get
Okay.
knocked down.
So it is there, but it is like on the edge.
Good.
Alright, anything else with your turn?
Bonus action.
Bonus action.
I'm trying to read the wording of this ability because it is so confusing. Okay, yeah. So I still command.
Okay.
Because the Mantle of Majesty, for 1 minute, I can cast command as a bonus action on each of my turns without expending a spell slot.
That's huge.
That's insane. What kind of save again?
Wisdom.
12.
Fail.
Okay. And what was your command?
Lean.
Lean. And I take it I know what direction.
That's so cool. That is so fucking cool.
And again, it's hearing... You guys are hearing a little bit of an echo of it, but again, it knocked. It wanted to be let in the door. I let it in the door. So it's hearing all of these, like, maddened, insane whispers, and that's what's telling it what to do.
It's a d6 for every 5 feet, I think.
That
Yes.
sounds right.
All right. That is 15 damage. It does look like it had the wind knocked out of it a little.
Good. That's my turn.
Okay. Alrighty, Aguilo.
In the Kissik's head, Aguilo will kind of, or will telepathically. Can you send someone up without against their will?
That is a defense mechanism that I have.
I'd think about doing something like that if you needed to.
I am
Or
thinking
just
of
surrender.
this. I am not fighting. I may have to if I get much more hurt, but I am not fighting.
And Aguil's head will kind of just split and watch the other two as he just kind of... He'll just hold his turn there. He's not going to attack.
Okay. Gibbons, you are on the top. You are looking into the holy light of Eska. It hurts your eyes to look directly at it, but you know, it's a god, so of course. So you politely avert your eyes while paying reverence. I assume you're praying. And the thing with the beings in it is getting closer to you. What do you want to do?
I've seen it before. Do we stop this?
I don't know, man. Do you see the love anywhere around here? He said
That's
she
what
would be directly up.
But that's Eska.
Yeah. Holy shit! Is this Eska's partner?
The burp is included in the character. We're gonna pretend I did that on purpose.
Or like, is there some other? I don't know everything about Eska, but I don't think she's a slugworm thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that'd be Eska's type either. I mean,
Yeah.
that's nice, but no, there's got to be the love's got to be around here somewhere. I'm
Maybe
going to be
the
ignoring
beings
this
know.
boat. I want this boat to come as close to me as possible as I'm just looking around.
You do hear as the boat with beings in it gets closer that they are shouting out to you. And you don't understand what they're saying quite, but you can kind of, you're not really paying attention to them. But it does kind of sound like they're calling to you, but you're busy. you got shit to do. Anything else before I move on?
Do I see anything? Anything of note? Just beings?
Make a perception check.
14.
14. As you're sitting here, you notice that you're like gently bobbing on this surface. Not in a violent way, in like a calming way. You feel weirdly zenned out for how stressed you should be. You smell this like kind of like clarity, this like freshness in the air that you're not used to. Air. This is air. Did that Brutus guy say something? He said something about a place where there's no water. Holy shit. That's scary. I don't see a slug. And that's about what you notice.
Huh.
Alright. On to the next one. This is the Kissik's turn. You see this massive jello blob man with little hunks missing reach up for the top of the little shelf here and try to pull itself up, but it can't. And it is going to spend its entire turn failing to do a pull-up. Because if you'll recall, it talked about being so heavy it can't move itself. So, yeah. Brutus, you don't know that you're being proved right at this very moment.
Oh no. I'm gonna take a chance. Still not gonna let that knocking in. But I'm gonna move a little bit closer and tell Sluggy, do to me what you did to Gibbons.
I can't talk to you. It'll go pointing up with like kind of a questioning face.
I mean, yeah, you sent him up. Send me up.
Okay. This substance gets shot out at you, smacks against that invisible wall, and forms around you. The mucus inside tries to take hold. Are you going to let it?
Mucus being what?
Well, if you didn't get to be on the inside of what Gibbons experienced, but there is a mucus in there that is trying to affect you. You can make a save for it, or you can let it.
So, but we saw this mucus attached to Gibbons, and we saw him moving after the fact, correct?
So you saw the bubble form around him.
Right.
Then you saw the color inside change a little, and then you saw him go up.
But I've seen
and there was this
that he's dead
there was
there.
this mucus inside. Yeah, you could see him moving as he was going up. You could see the algae glowing and the sign that it's talking to him. He looked okay.
Yeah, I'll let it happen.
Okay. So the mucus takes effect. The water starts draining from the bubble, and suddenly you can breathe this odd, thin substance around you. Is this what lack
gross.
of water is? And you begin to rise. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Mairead.
This is how I die.
It's time for murder.
Yay!
I'm going to... I'm gonna stand at the edge of the thing. Like a right there type beat.
Alright.
And I'm gonna gamble a phantasmal force at it. Let's see if...
I assume that's a save from me.
Yes, that's gonna be an intelligence save.
12. Rolled like shit.
This is not a damage spell. It's just an effect. I create a phantasmal object, creature, or visible phenomenon. It is only perceivable to the target. I'm just reading to double check and make sure.
We love a double check.
Oh, sorry, it does deal damage, my bad.
Oh, you're good.
I think it is just going to see, like, another me.
Okay.
Just, like, I don't know, puppeteer me up on the cliff and one right in front of it. It's just gonna have to keep dealing with me until it's gone.
Okay.
It's gonna be...
Is that your turn?
I mean, that will be my turn, yeah. It's gonna take 2 points of psychic damage, maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah. And it's really just like, I am testing to see if it looks like it takes that damage.
Yes, you do see that it takes some damage from seeing that.
Beautiful.
It sees the other you there, and it, flinches away because it knows you're gonna hurt it, and it thinks that it's you, and it does, in the shock of the jump, a little piece does fly off.
Cool. And then, can I see it still if I back, 5 feet away from the edge?
5 feet away, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you have to be on this edge here to see it. Because it's 20 feet away at this point.
Where I was or where I am now?
Both. Because the cliff is 20 feet.
Word. Then I am gonna stay right there, and that's my turn.
Okay. Aguilo, 2 of your friends are going up. One of your friends is trying to kill this man. We can't hear you. I can hear you in the other room. But...
Sorry, I forgot my mic was off. Because people are yelling outside. The heads kind of watch his other friend go up, and he kind of cracks his neck and goes, "Alright, now time for the tough part." And he's going to kind of just ready himself, and then kind of all of his heads kind of rear back, and they're going to shoot at Mairead as he moves up. And I am going to need just gonna double check something in my barbarian stuff.
What are you?
I'm gonna need a strength check, please.
What are you doing at me?
He's going to grapple you.
Strengths?
This is so much more interesting than I ever thought it was gonna be.
Well, my strength
I made
is
a dumb,
+0,
silly session. It's
but
gonna
I
be
did
5
roll a
minutes
19.
long.
Huge, because I'm raging, I get advantage. I have a 21.
You bitch!
As the heads wrap around you, these kind of ethereal heads wrap around you, and they're not restrained, but they're definitely like squeezing. He just says, "It's done, enough," as he's going to start dragging you. My speed is halved. 15, and 20. Over here. We're gonna go over here.
The fact that I can't attack yet.
Yet. Is that
And
your turn?
that's my whole turn. It takes an action to grapple.
Okay.
Oh wait. Do. Is it just when I'm grappling? Attack rolls.
If I had the first half of that question, I might be able to help.
You can use your action to try to pin. Oh, okay. So when I grapple, I can do another grapple check. So I'm gonna need another strength check, please.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Another one?
Another one, please.
Another one.
Oh, that one's way worse. 6.
Right. Hey, I can still fail this.
You have
That's another 21. As the heads push you to the ground, and you are now restrained.
Oh my god.
Hey, look out next turn.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. He's ready.
Okay.
You said that too happily. I'm so pumped.
He's so ready for you to throw everything you have at him.
Oh yeah.
All right. Gibbons. You're looking around, you're trying to figure out what's going on. The beings are getting closer. What's up, dude?
Alright, I don't see Lover anywhere. Let's convene with these beings.
Okay.
What are they saying?
Make me a perception check.
$18.
Can you roll me a D100?
I can. Doing this online. 100 die.
And 20.
20. Okay. All right. So, you struggle to hear. You can definitely hear that they're saying something, but it's not a language you've ever heard before. And you're thinking, and your algae is thinking, and the holy light of Eska suddenly imparts to you knowledge. You now understand that they're saying, "Hello there!" And you don't know how you know what they're saying. You suddenly speak common. Hello?
Do I know?
Are you well?
Do I know Eska intervene, or is this just like a?
You could feel her blessing.
Alright, I want a single tear to roll down my cheek. As
Good.
good tidings, my good man. What a glorious day this is.
Are you okay over there?
I'm more than okay. But I'm on a mission. My good man, do you know of a gelatinous woman looking for love?
You look at this person. This is a fucked up dog, dude. This creature actually has a similar build to the mariner that you fought, like 4 months ago. It's got this weird, almost blobfish-like skin. It doesn't appear to have any scales, but it looks a little more solid than a blobfish. It's got some fibers at the top of its head that kind of look like what you saw in the mariner, but it's got like a lot more of them than you saw on that creature. and it's a little confused looking at you and goes, we don't normally see gelatinous women out in the middle of the ocean. Where is your ship?
Shit. Tucson would lose her mind if she saw this.
I see that you must have made this raft, but did you paddle out from that island? Pointing towards that mysterious shape in the distance. Is your head good, man?
Oh, is yours?
Yeah, but never mind. And we'll put a pin in that for now. The Kissik looks at you, Aguilo, and says, "Up?"
Oh. In his head, he says, I need to try to get through to her first. Let me take care of this, then up.
I will wait.
And by get through, he means beat her into submission or get her to calm down.
We're alive next turn.
Hey, I got the tough beat. I got health points for days.
Yeah, I have twin spell.
Okay. Brutus, it's your turn. You are in a bubble. You are floating up. Your acquaintances, I guess, are getting smaller. You can see they're fighting each other now. And that the Kissik is just kind of cowering behind this sand shelf. You're going up. Are you doing anything while you're in there? What's going through your head? Frank? Oh, there you are.
I mean, kind of just looking up, looking down, just taking a little bit of time. Existential crisis. Did I just end it?
Definitely. You can see looking up that there's like some weird patterns in the water way above, but that's probably fine, right? Yeah.
It's only one way to find out. I am going to gently poke at the inside of the bubble with my hand, though.
Yeah. Make me an investigation check. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So you're poking at it with the finger, and you see that it does have this very kelp-like texture. It is a little slimy. You didn't get to really check out the shard that that Gibbons found earlier, so you're making the similar discoveries that he did. You can now kind of see how organic it is. It's a little gross thinking that this is like a substance that the Kissik like excreted. But it's a little icky, but it's fine. And then, it's been a minute since you trimmed your nails, and you poke a hole in it. And water starts coming in. Not very quickly, but there's a leak. And you learn about the concept of a leak.
Interesting. What do I have on me?
What do you have on you?
I've got a belt pouch. I'm gonna take it off and try and just ramshackle just to hold it over that leak. I assume it's looking like the mucus and the water shouldn't be mixing.
It's not like a dangerous interaction or anything that they mix or anything, but the mucus did drained the water from this, and it made you able to breathe the thin. But you don't know what's going to happen to your journey if the water continues coming in. Because that was when you started going up. Make me a sleight of hand check.
Oh, no.
7. Okay. You don't make a bigger hole. Water is still coming in, but it's much slower than it was before. And it was already pretty slow. You continue to ascend. And
all right.
We'll go on to Mairead. How would you like to kill Aguilo?
Well,
or try to.
Hit me.
I'm waiting on an important question answer.
Oh, you're DMing. That's good.
Once I have that, I will have an answer for you.
Pardon me, choking on soda.
You can't breathe liquid. We are not the fish.
God damn it, I can try.
You can try exactly once.
I'm
you don't know how funny that is.
Without writing a fucking book.
That's exactly what's happening in another D&D game I'm in, where one of the characters is trying to breathe underwater, but she cannot.
Why?
She got a curse, so she thinks she can breathe underwater.
That's so funny.
It's hilarious.
Someone in another campaign that I'm in used prestidigitation to re-dampen somebody's socks, and I think that that's the most rude thing I've ever witnessed in a game. They were, I forget what happened, but they got, like, completely drenched by something. And then, like, prestidigitation dried them, and he said some sassy shit to somebody else. He goes, fuck it, your socks are wet again. We're like, does that come with psychic damage? I think that comes with psychic damage. We're like, we ruled that was actually just a free use of vicious mockery.
Good. Alright, do you have your answer about how you're gonna try to kill Aguilo?
That's what you've gone from him, if that's kind of what you're going for.
Yeah. I think being pinned to the ground...
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not one on that.
I didn't describe it. He doesn't have his weapon on you right now. He has these heads on you, but he doesn't actually have like a weapon out ready to beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. I think this is raw, like, mental break and overwhelm.
Mm-hmm.
And she just screams, like, full chest making noise, screams in sheer emotion and frustration, and is going to, I don't think it's within range. Maybe 60 feet? Oh yeah, 60 feet, we're good. It's going
Meteor
to
swarm.
Twin spell Dissonant Whispers.
Yo!
Or as one may call it, a Dissonant Scream.
I would call it that.
And that is a wisdom save on both y'all bitches.
You got it.
Ooh, okay.
That's a nat 1 and a nat 20!
And a nat 20!
The duality of man!
The duality of fish.
The duality of fish.
I'm gonna drive to your house.
And we have the same house, so it'll be really easy for you.
I'm gonna kick both your asses.
Now our address is 123 Street Avenue.
I'm so mad. Well, that's...
You get Aguilo real good.
Yeah.
It's 13 psychic damage. Halved to 7 for the creature.
Okay. The creature.
And on a failed save, it must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Well, that's unfortunate, because my speed is 0 while I'm restraining you.
You bitch.
Literally?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's in the restraining. You use your action to try to pin a creature grappled by you. To do so, use another grapple check. If you succeed, you and the creature are both restrained until the grapple ends. So, like, he's also in, like, the restrained effect is why he can't attack you.
You bitch.
That's insane. Guys, what the fuck?
I'm reading.
Okay.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
Without expending a spell slot, Misty Step, bastard.
Yeah, there. I was like,
Okay.
this dog's got to have Misty Step.
I do, in fact, have Misty Step, but I thought I had to use
A spell slot.
spell level, a spell slot for it, so I couldn't bonus action. And I reread, and it's part of a feat that I have, and it lets you do it without
Awesome.
expending a spell slot.
Hell
So I
yeah.
can
That's
do it.
awesome.
As long as I have a
This is
use of
insane.
it. Now I have to use a level. Alright, so I'm back where we started 20 minutes ago.
Back to the top. Now we're here.
Yet so much
We
has
started at the top,
changed.
we're at the top.
Okay. What do?
I mean, that's...
I think you
that's
still
my-
have your bonus action?
That was my bonus
No, you
action.
That's the bonus
And
action.
then the dissonant was your action.
Yeah.
And then movement? Do you want to get down to its level?
No, I don't want to get... I know it can't really attack me from here, and I'm trying to take advantage of that. Like, I'm sure it can do some stuff, but I'm like... All evidence, I can hit it from here, and I haven't seen it hit me, so we're going with it.
Alright.
You're more than welcome to try and do it again, Aguilo. Good luck.
Aguilo,
I
it's your
mean,
turn.
I can just do this for free. Eventually, you're gonna run out of spells.
Do you say that?
No.
As long as you think that, yeah.
That's foreboding as shit. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, Aguilo. What do
She's still like focused on the Kissik, right? Like she was pissed, but she's just like still hyper focused on killing this thing.
100%.
Okay. He will say in his mind to the Kissik. She's hell-bent on stopping you. You're gonna have to defend yourself. How do I bring you up?
I cannot move. I cannot even move sideways. Unless you can move something very heavy, she will have to come down. And keep in mind, Mairead has let the creature into her brain, so she can hear.
Mm-hmm.
Not really, though.
She's choosing to hear what she wants. Girl, fair.
I'm saying, like, in her head, not really.
Oh yeah, she's
yes.
hearing, she's not listening.
Yeah, technically the noise is there, but the same way that like if like your upstairs neighbor is vacuuming and you kind of forget that the vacuum is running until it turns off and you're like, "Oh my god, wait, it's so quiet in here."
It's so quiet in here.
Absolutely. Okay.
Then I need something to drag you up then. Do you have something that I can bring you up with me?
You see all that I have.
I am strong, but I am not. I'm not long arm Larry, unfortunately.
There is this tattered canvas thing that it's on.
Is there by chance any chains on this big wooden thing?
There are ropes and chains of many different kinds.
Big long ones I could use?
They are pretty long.
He kind of just sighs as he will then use his action to dash down, hoping this thing can defend itself against Mairead. Get there. Is it would it be an action to collect these things, or?
I would make it a bonus action.
Alright, then I will dash to the ship just to get closer to it. Start hauling this shit up. She's gonna hit you hard, so be prepared.
I will brace. Make me an investigation check to see how good you are at collecting knickknacks.
Investigation. Uh-oh. That requires intelligence. That's a 9.
Okay. You get, like, some ropes, but they look a little, like, flimsy. You know, rope down here is normally made out of some, like, stronger kelp braided together.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff looks like it's falling apart, kind of. This isn't gonna do. You're gonna need to find a different kind of thing. I think there's some chains here, but you need to look a little more for that. If you would like to instead expend your action for that. Oh no, use your action to dash.
I dashed.
Okay. In that case, you're gonna have to look more next round.
Alright, that's fine. Sounds like a plan.
Gibbons.
Yeah.
You were mid-conversation. Okay, I won't ask about the head. Do you need passage to land? Of course you would. Here, come here. And at this point, they are mere feet from you, and they reach their stick out to drag your bubble closer to them. And they offer to let you on their vessel.
Right? Thank you. I appreciate that. To land. Yes, let's go.
They reach out a hand and help you onto their boat. And yeah. They you just start to make some, they ask you like what happened, like how did your ship crash?
It
I'm so sorry. It must be very traumatizing for you. You must have some kind of head injury that you know erased your memory of it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked. That was insensitive.
Head injury? No. Father checked me for that long ago.
Dude.
Conversation that's happening while this thing is fighting for its life at the bottom of the ocean. It's crazy.
Yeah,
there's some deep trauma going on in the depths, and you're like, no. My mom had me tested. It's fine.
the human that you're speaking with, like mentally makes the note of, oh, definitely head trauma. Good, cool. We're gonna have to get this guy to a cleric the second we get back. Yeah, just make small talk. You kind of start to learn about them.
Can I ask him if he knows what a Kissik is? Does he know anything about a Kissik?
Let's see. I have never heard of that before in my entire life.
Oh.
Me too, honestly. But then, life happens.
What's a Kissik?
The giant gelatinous woman I'm here to bring back with me. Her lover waits for her.
So you've got a type. Okay, we can find one.
My type is Eska.
And
But
that's the not what's an Eska?
I would like to point to the glowing ball in the sky.
The sun.
Is that what you call it? Oh, it's Eska. Eska is the name, actually.
Okay. You know,
she's a wonderful god, isn't she?
Have nicknames for things.
Sure, yeah. Okay. So you like, okay. Sure. I'll roll with that. Absolutely.
What is your name, Mariner?
Oh, I'm John. This is my buddy Dave. We were fishing when we saw you. You see a net and you see some trout and tuna in their nets.
They're a threat. They're a fucking threat.
Oh.
Nowhere is safe.
Yeah, we'll get you back, buddy. Kind of like gives you a pat on the shoulder. Ow, dude! Your algae suddenly pipes up. And I will leave you there until your next turn. We are now at the Kissik, who says, "Friend, I think she needs to go up."
While he's kind of like digging through things, like one of the heads kind of turns. Do what you have to.
The Kissik is going to shoot the substance at Mairead. Mairead, because you are an unwilling creature, you get to make a save.
Word.
Make me a... Nope, this is the wrong one. This is the right one. Make me an intelligence save.
Damn.
You got this. You got this.
I see we all stupid here, huh?
We all stupid out here.
Hey, I'm really pretty.
Mood.
I wish I could say the same.
How dare you? Gibbons is beautiful.
That's a 16 on the die.
Meets it, beats it.
Oh, let's go.
You
Guys, I have a
matrix
+0.
out of the way. You matrix out of the way of this ball of substance. It does kind of have like a meteor trail of mucus though, so I'm also gonna need you to make a con save.
No. Keep picking the not my saves.
I'm sorry.
11.
11 fails.
I assumed.
Okay. You are now suffocating. You are drowning. You can only breathe air. And you'll take damage for that on your turn. Yeah, you are diseased for 1d4 hours. 4 hours. For the next 4 hours, you can only breathe air.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, try and stop me.
Suddenly, the environment around you seems far too dense. And when you go to take a breath in your, like, manic, panting anger, you can't catch a breath. Everything around you seems to get in the way. And that is the Kissik's turn. Brutus, this is the round that you reach the surface. You have a similar experience to Gibbons, where your bubble pops up and opens. You see that everything around you is still this thin. You see that what Gibbons now knows is an island in the distance. You also see Gibbons and his algae in a boat with things.
There's some odd creatures. Gibbons.
Yeah.
What are those?
They call it mariners. Mariners.
Marin? What?
They.
What? Well, you're
Is
not
that a
dead,
friend of yours?
So...
Do you... What? How did you just... With the bubble... What the fuck is going on here, Dave?
I don't know, man.
I'm confused. Do you also need help? You look like a fish.
No, I look like me. I look like Brutus. What's
Is
a
that
fish?
rude? That's a fish. That's saying something. I can't understand it, but it's saying something. Gibbons, what? Help?
Help. Yeah, he needs help. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And very nervously, they will kind of drag you. John will, like, drag you closer with his oar and, reach a scared hand that's kind of shaking out to grab yours and help you onto the boat.
I'll take his hand. Yeah.
Great. You take his hand, and it's just as warm as this large ball of light in the sky has been. You do both notice that you are much warmer than you normally would be. It's not unpleasant, but you're warm, and that's new. You step into the boat, and Gibbons and Brutus are now in a boat with two humans. Mairead.
What could go wrong?
Yeah.
It's your turn.
I'm drowning?
You do take damage.
From what? Oh, fucking right.
Only
I
one
generally
damage.
forgot.
Only one.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm fine. I think,
Yeah. It's not much,
like,
but it's damage.
I'm still, like, feeling the struggle, though.
You notice that you're dying.
I don't wanna actually kill him, even though Mairead wants to kill him. And I have a spell that absolutely could.
Dude,
Listen,
fucking send it.
I normally play D&D with people who min-max accidentally. So
Accidentally.
That's so funny.
listen, so my monsters are beefier than you think they are.
Right, but
We're not even
you,
at phase 3
a
yet.
minute ago, said something about the funny number.
Yeah.
I'm operating based off of that assumption.
Oh, triple digits.
Oh, the other funny number. Got it.
No.
Then yeah.
In between those funny numbers.
Guilt gone. Phantasmal killer.
Ooh, yo!
Okay. What do I have to do?
Wisdom save. And if you succeed, I'm gonna actually find you. Kiss my wiener.
I'm going to find you.
I
Was
guess
that in
when you come
character?
for our wedding, you're gonna kill us.
I can't even, normally I'd be the funny haha and I'd leave the call.
Can you-
I can't do that.
can you
I'm running the
impose-
stream.
Can you impose disadvantage with that?
No. It's an action to do the thing that imposes disadvantage.
Oh,
That's the reason I haven't done it.
that's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
It still takes half damage. Just so
That's
I do
good.
all of the things for the next rounds. This thing could last up to 10 rounds. I'm pissed.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Phantasmal Killer's
Alice.
awesome.
What do I take?
$28 half to 14.
Ooh. Alrighty. Is that all of your turn?
Yes.
Aguilo.
Yes, I think so.
Do you want to search again?
Yes. Oh man, I'm not very smart though. Can I? Man, barbarian, not skill monkey. We'll try another investigation. That's an action, right?
I made it a bonus action. If you want to spend your action, I'll give you advantage.
I'll do bonus action. That's a 14.
14. I think that's good enough. You dig a little deeper and you see like a glint out of the corner of your eye, and you see some sturdy metal chains.
All right, he will kind of throw those over his shoulder and haul them back over here. Oh, it easily makes it here, at the bottom of this ridge. And we'll kind of just toss them over, like, the Kissik's body. I'm going to say...
Make a sleight of hand check to get it all secure.
Can I... No.
And this will be your action.
12.
12. Okay. They're around him. They might hurt a little. They might be a little painful. But they're around him.
Alright.
That is action, bonus action, movement.
Yep. And he'll just kind of hold on to one of these chains and hold his action there, or not hold his action, end his turn there.
Okay. Gibbons. What's up?
Before anything, as soon as Brutus gets in the boat, I'm going to point to the sun and be like, my God, look,
my God's real.
And are you saying this in Marine or in Common?
Do I have like the conscious or unconscious like switch, like?
Yeah, you know that it's a different language. You're confused as to how you suddenly know it, even though you know Eska helped. It's just like disconcerting to suddenly know French, you know? Yeah. So you
Marie,
have the ability to switch. Okay. Brutus,
I'm not convinced.
He's mocking you.
Read the pamphlet!
The one I left in the ocean?
I turn back to the two men who I just
Dave and John.
Dave and John. And say, in common. Oh, no, in fish. Can you throw him back?
I didn't under... Was that like a deep speech? Or... I don't speak that.
We'll settle this later, Brutus. Anyways, back to common. Anyways.
Anything you want to ask these guys, or?
How much longer till we get to Island?
It's like a 10 minutes. It'll be a little bit of a paddle, but luckily you weren't too far out.
Wonderful.
Where are you guys from?
I just
what
point
continent?
down.
Down. The Underdark.
I look to the algae. Is that what you call it?
I mean, it is under to them, and I guess compared to Eska, it is pretty dark. Underdark.
Good point. We are Underdarkians. Yeah.
that explains something. That explains you, pointing to you, Gibbons, but not you, pointing to Brutus.
Yeah. He needs to eat a little more.
Okay.
What happens?
And we're on to the Kissik's turn. The Kissik is going to once again tunk another ball of stuff at Mairead. Mairead, I need that. I forget what the fuck I had you roll. This one is the intelligence save.
Yo, 16.
Let's go.
And you are already drowning. The mucus has already taken effect, so no additional saves. You, without realizing it, are refusing the thing that would keep you alive. Yay! Brutus.
Something,
Back to the
clouded
boat.
judgment.
Gibbons, what are you speaking? What?
Eska has blessed me.
With a what?
With mariner tongue.
Yeah, that's not impressive at all. I cast tongues on myself.
And now you can speak everything?
Yeah.
Okay. You can now speak common.
Oh my goodness.
The
And
two
every
things
other
happening
language.
right now are so funny.
The dichotomy of this is crazy.
This is a wild
Anything your god can
whiplash.
do, mine can do better.
That's
You take that
You
back.
say that in common?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh
now
my God's warmth.
I'm
Feel my God's
kind of.
warmth.
Dave, are we going crazy? I think we're going crazy.
No.
Let's just
No,
paddle.
we're here. Wait,
Let's
where are we
just
going?
paddle. They're paddling their boat, going away from the space where your bubbles are still floating.
Oh, I missed that bubble.
What?
Oh, has mine
What do
sunk
I
in?
want to ask? Yours is filling with water a little bit faster. It is, while Gibbons is still like sitting beautifully, bobbing there gently, yours is bobbing less evenly, and it is a little lopsided, where the top half is sitting more nicely on the surface, and the bottom half is like an extra couple inches sunk. There's probably 4 or 5 inches of water in the bottom of the bubble.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Representation of our gods.
That slug thing's not my god.
Good.
That's all I have for my turn.
All right, Mairead.
I mean, I'm gonna hit it again. Do I take damage first?
You do. 5 damage.
Owie.
Every round that you continue to drown, an extra d6 is going to be added.
Incredible.
Hmm.
I love it. Yeah. I really think she's just continuing
Yeah.
this, like,
No, it makes sense.
scream almost. It's not the same yell as when she was like trapped, but that same, like, just kind of this echoing, like, dissonance that's just surrounding her at the moment, and she's gonna phantasmal kill her again.
Okay.
Huge.
Wisdom save. Fail it for the love
Wisdom
of
save.
all.
For you, I hope I fail it. 13.
Thank God.
Nice!
That
What do I
is
take?
4d10 damage. As 19 damage, psychic damage. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, and you have to make a wisdom save at the end of each of your turn.
Okay.
On a failed save, you take the psychic damage again.
So fucking cool.
That's fucked up, man. Nice. Alright, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Aguilo, you got the chains.
Yep, he's got the chains.
Do you want to make an acrobatics check to get up?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying, you know what? Can I make an athletics check?
Yeah, it'll use more movement, but sure.
That's a 24.
Okay. In that case, it is only 5 feet of movement for you to get here.
Woo! He is going to then move there. He kind of cracks next. All right, holding you didn't work. Let's try just getting you down. As he's going to just try to push her off, Mairead off towards the blob.
Okay. Make a shove.
Just a raw strength check.
Yo.
27.
And I'm gonna have that be a dex save.
Hey. I can make this. My saving throw is +7.
He rolled a 19.
Oh. 23.
Oh, that was a good roll
so
too.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah, it was. Oh, I love it.
And you are gonna take fall
You better
damage.
be coming down here with me. 5.
14 fall damage.
14. Ow.
Ow. Aguilo, anything else with your turn? You still have some movement and a bonus action.
He's got the chains in his hand. Yeah, do your best to fight her off. Stun me up.
Oh. All right.
I'm gonna try to get you out of here.
The substance gets spat at you. It smacks that invisible wall in front of you and becomes a bubble. Do you allow the mucus to take effect?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The water slowly drains, and now you can breathe the fin. It is uncomfortable. As much as you've seen it happen to 2 of your allies already, it's still a bit of a trip when it happens to you.
There's definitely like this split second in his mind where he's like, oh my god, am I about to fucking die because this thing just juked me after all this goddamn time of me trusting this stupid fish and it fucking juked me. He's like, oh wait, no, never mind, I'm okay.
Right. And you begin to rise. Okay. Gibbons.
Yes.
You guys are fighting about how cool your gods are. You're scaring John and Dave.
John and Dave will be fine.
They'll be
Yeah. I would like to pull out another pamphlet
Absolutely.
and feverishly point to everything and anything about light and just go back and forth between the sun and the pamphlet.
So you are now proselytizing in common to Brutus, John, and Dave.
Yeah, we have taken our argument into common. Yeah.
Good. Good. John and Dave are... You know what? Let's see how they're doing. John and Dave. Good. Dave is like following much more than John is. John is just kind of like, I let a hitchhiker in my boat. And Dave is like, this kind of makes sense, but also, what is happening? But you know, he's listening to the TED Talk. You know?
Good man.
Brutus, I'm sure you're having your reaction.
I'm unimpressed.
Mm-hmm. You know, make a persuasion check, Gibbons.
Oh, okay. Let's see, my persuasion +8. I rolled a 4, so that's a 12.
12. Okay. Yeah, Dave's kind of nodding along. He's like, this is making sense. John, like I said, too busy studying his own life choices. Brutus remains unmoved because, you know, he's so committed to his god, he's not willing to realize that multiple gods exist.
Well, that's just blatantly false.
Yeah.
And DM God is just making outrageous claims that they can't back up.
You know what? I'll take it. I'll take being a tyrannical god in that sense. Sure.
I will also hand out pamphlets to our wonderful human mariners as well.
Oh my god.
Great. Yeah. Dave is using it to follow along with your speech, and John kind of accepted it as a reflex and is staring into the middle distance while holding it in his lap. They stopped paddling a while ago. Alright. It's the Kissik's turn.
So down
Aguilo
here,
has
we're
request-
playing Order of the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Thank you for
This is nuts. I got you. This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts.
Mairead, I need an intelligence save.
Hey, that's a 9.
That's a 9. You are now trapped in a bubble. It's a similar experience, bubble-wise, to what the others had, except for you, it's a lot less curiously pleasant. You do, however, notice that you're breathing again once the water drains. It is still a uncomfortable experience, but I gather you're struggling inside the bubble. It does not restrain you. You do start to go up, but you have, it's a 5 foot by 5 foot sphere around you. So it's not like you're restrained or anything. All right. Brutus.
Is that pamphlet even written in something that the humans can understand?
No.
Just giving them useless stuff. Whereas I, on the other hand, I start to rise up just a little bit off the floor. I mean, I could just show them what I can do. Give me an hour. They won't be able to see a thing on your pamphlet. Hell, you won't be able to see what you claim is your god.
Hour. Pish posh.
Dave and John have taken it as a threat.
That's fine.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude? Who starts a conversation like that?
John is now holding his oar out as though it was a weapon.
Good.
They might be fishermen, but they don't have harpoons. They're just
goodness.
pointing it at you, like shaking, like,
Does this boat have
please
a
don't
mast?
hurt us.
The DNR's
No, it's a
gonna have
rowboat.
field day.
Oh, it's a rowboat.
This is
Okay.
a rowboat.
Never mind. Yeah, I just sit there.
Okay, that's, to quote my earlier self, I'm gonna fucking nightmares, chat. Mairead, you are slowly rising. You don't take any drowning damage this round.
Bad.
What do?
I think she is trying, not legitimately, not to the point where she would actually really risk popping this thing, but I think she is just like struggling. And again, just
Are you
like
using
this,
any kind of weapon to do that?
No, it's just her hands. Just like weird scream crying in this bubble. Again, not enough to actually do anything, but that's the extent of her turn.
Okay. She's in her feelings, and that's what she does this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Aguilo, you are also going up. You do see up. You do see that Mairead has also been trapped, which is probably kind of a relief, but also a little complicated. I'm sure you're having thoughts and feelings about that.
He does not see this as a bad thing. He's got an idea.
Okay. You're both raising up. You both do see the odd discoloration of water far above you, but that's at least a round away. Do you want to do anything this turn?
Nope. He just hangs onto his chains.
Gibbons. Hi.
Looking at the scared to death mariners, I would like to shine a little bit. You know, I have my little light. My little cantrip.
Awesome.
And I would like my little algae friend to shine along with me. Yeah, like just.
Oh yeah.
Do not worry. Brutus, the heretic, he can't do anything. For we are with her. The mighty Eska. Algae and I, we shall protect you from anything that anyone shall do.
Your algae does glow even brighter, giving you this holy light. Even in the light of the glorious Eska, you can tell that there is this glow. If Brutus gave a fuck, it would be impressive, but he doesn't. John and Dave are like, I think this is the one that's gonna save us from the other one. So, you know, they're nervously trying to pick a side while grappling with the fact that, yes, they did let hitchhikers into their boat. Yeah. Anything else this turn?
How much longer till we get to the island?
Each round is only 6 seconds, so it's still like 10 minutes.
Yeah. We're chilling. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
It's the Kissik's turn, and he's just gonna, you know, because he just finally got the thing that was killing him to not kill him for the moment. And it's Brutus's turn.
I'm gonna sit there floating, read my books.
All right. Mairead.
Rinse, repeat, baby.
Okay. That weird color is getting closer, but that's fine. Aguilo, the color is getting closer.
Yep.
Okay. Gibbons?
I'm just going to be around, enjoying my time, ignoring Brutus's Brutusness. See if there's anything interesting that the two mariners have to say.
Yeah. They're now that the squabbling has stopped, they're back to rowing. They're like very nervously rowing the boat. So, you know, you're getting closer to this land. And, it's the Kissik's turn again, but you guys don't even see him anymore. And it's Brutus's turn. You're still reading? 6 seconds later?
Yeah, I mean, internally I'm debating if I want to bring out a familiar. I'm just, sitting, waiting.
I got you. Mairead and Aguilo. At the same time, your bubbles bop to the surface, gently bobbing, crack, and open. So you are now both floating on the surface. You see the one perfectly stable bubble floating that is empty. You see one that is sinking back down. And you see Gibbons and Brutus in a brown thing with 2 beings going away.
How close are they?
They're about 30 feet away.
I think almost instinctively Mairead would pop her other form.
Okay.
Ooh.
Which
exciting. Very exciting.
would still look the same as the disguise that Gibbons and Aguilo have seen. But to Dave and John, she would look human.
Okay. They now see that a human woman has popped out of the ocean as well, and they're like, do you guys know that one?
You guys
Either of those?
No clue.
Aguilo just looks at the other two, just, what the fuck have you two been doing?
Should we go back for them?
Yes.
At least that one. Yeah.
Okay. And they'll start paddling back. At this point, we are safely out of initiative. And I'll put us back on this page. So,
We're not out of initiative.
Slowly but surely.
I'm gonna kill Aguilo.
Okay.
Not actually.
All right.
He does look at her and just says, do you still want to kill that thing?
She is still, like, scream crying. That has not changed.
Okay. A minute or so passes while they paddle back to you, and they, reach out to Aguilo to help him on. I assume he accepts the assistance.
He does. Still kind of he's so unsure of this entire fucking situation that he kind of takes it, but he's definitely wavering. He's not raging anymore. As they're going up, I imagine he kind of dropped his rage.
Alright. They reach out to Mairead, and they're like, are you okay, ma'am? But again, to you, it just sounds like blah, 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 blah.
I don't think she would accept their hand. One of the party, one of the guys, maybe? But the humans, no. Even though she looks human.
Yeah. Okay. So, John sees that you're not accepting his hand. He's like, dude, I don't know this person. Can someone pick, I don't know, your friend. And he'll sit down and, let the party handle this.
Please, come on. Your hand. Join us.
Eventually,
Gibbons extends a hand.
Accept your hand that is returning to this frazzled numbness as she gets into the boat.
What have you guys been through?
Aguilo again looks at these other two and says, alright, I'm just gonna ask again, what the fuck have you two been doing up here? And it's still in the deep speech.
Yeah. This is in Marine.
Marine. I just had deep speech, but you know what I meant. The deep light speech.
The deep light speech.
Yep.
Yeah, he's like, can those ones suddenly speak common too?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
They could ask their god.
Okay.
If they believe in one.
I'll let y'all handle this.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
To the Island.
To the what?
Back to Marine.
We're going that way. That I've been.
We came up here to haul this big fucking worm thing up here.
No, we came up here to get the thing up here to go down there.
That's why we're going over there.
All right.
Aguilo, your chain has now fallen.
Well,
It wasn't long enough to go all the way up to the surface.
I guess we're going to this place.
And I think that will end the session as you guys are stepping onto dry land for the first time about 10 minutes later. And we're just gonna have to see what the fuck is happening with our fishy party next time on Deeplight. Thank you guys so much for spending almost 4 hours playing D&D with me. I appreciate your time. I appreciate anyone who watched this time. And thanks for playing Pretend to me. Thank you to Bard and Emilio and Frank and Zach for joining me tonight. Love you all, and we will see you next time on Constructive Crit with Second Shout Studios. Have a good night!
Bye, freaking tuna.